I want to show you just what this lightning did to this tree. You can really get a good look at it. Talking on your cell phone while driving, whether hands-free or not, is just as dangerous as driving drunk.
Debido a los cambios, los universitarios ya no tendrán las mismas opciones.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Julia Bagg. We begin tonight with breaking news out of the Gulf of Mexico. Brewer voluntarily appeared today to accept service of the charges. You hadn't been drinking, you hadn't taken drugs?
I hadn't drinking in 3 days and hadn't taken marijuana in over 4.
Brewer must have no contact with the victims he pleaded guilty to assaulting. They saw lightning crash down as they headed east under the Gallimore Dairy Road overpass on I-40. Right away, they knew it was bad.
The lightning was just everywhere, and it would light up brighter than it is right now.
We asked the Bump family to retrace their stormy overnight drive.
This was definitely scary. It was the biggest bolt I've ever seen.
It just came straight down. It was like it was aiming directly for that tank. Within 5 seconds, it burst into flames. It was very powerful.
The crash also shook the car and woke up their 3-year-old daughter. The Bumps kept driving and called 911.
From Metro 911, what's the address of the emergency?
We're driving down I-40, and we just saw lightning strike one of the Colonial Pipeline big things, and it caught fire. It almost like exploded.
I think she was in shock when she heard what I had to say, that what was coming out of my mouth, and she immediately was just like, stay on the line.
The Bumps stayed on the phone, but rolled away from the flames fast.
Kind of feel like we were in the right place at the right time to get someone out here and hopefully save people's lives, you know, because it could have gotten really bad.
The bolt split the bark, and one witness said it appeared to come down even through the tree and actually through these roots and strike Asensio where he was standing here playing soccer with his family.
It was a huge noise. It sounded like a bomb had gone off right here.
The bomb-like sound terrified the neighborhood.
I was just scared because I never heard that before in my life.
When I look at him, you know, from the window, he was standing up, you know, acting like you know, like he really got hit real bad.
Neighbors say lightning struck the tree and 18-year-old Horacio Asensio, who was standing below. His family watched him fall to the ground.
I ran over because his wife screamed for help. We began to give him first aid CPR.
Others called 911.
He was outside trying to pick up a ball, and lightning struck him.
My partner's already getting an ambulance, okay?
Yeah, it was really, really fast. He's not waking up.
He smelled like a burned cable. I thought he was dead. I was afraid, but I wanted to save him. I thought, I'm going to save him. The rest of his family was crying.
The garbage won't go out. The grass is getting high. All because Lucretia Townsend is afraid to face what's living underneath her shed.
Look, there's one. You see him? Right there.
At first glance through her window, Lucretia thought they were cats. But then
3 or 4 started coming out, and I was like, oh, wow, those are foxes.
She snapped pictures of a mother and 3 pups. We showed those photos to pest control expert Scott McNeely.
They're gray foxes. It's just a place that they've chosen to raise the young. The danger would be, of course, is if you were making contact or if an animal was sick.
McNeely has a few suggestions for coaxing foxes to move out.
They can go in and put bright lights. They can actually take a radio, portable radio, and blast it.
If that doesn't work, trapping the foxes is the last resort, McNeely says, because in that case, state law requires euthanizing them. Still, it would be a relief from what Lucretia calls her biggest fear.
That they're going to bite or attack me or my children.